Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, hey, happy Sunday night. Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy Sunday night. Gino, what up, Gino? Always a pleasure, my man. Hope the weekend has treated you well, Gino. Darren, what up, Darren? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Good luck to everybody tonight. Returning guys, new guys. But Gino, ain't that the truth? Isn't it always too short, my man? But when you spend it with the people you love, your friends, your family, of course, that time is the sweetest. So, as always, yes, sir, I'm with you. Darren, let's do it. Let's get some fire tonight. Why not? Why not? Northern Illinois is absolutely crazy weather right now. We had tornadoes in central Illinois earlier in the week. And tonight we are in blizzard watch. We have no snow on the ground right now. It's been raining cats and dogs all day, and they're calling for up to a foot of snow where I live. So over the next 24 hours, they've already canceled school for tomorrow. So my kids are up and playing still. It is 9 o'clock. My kids are still up playing. As soon as they found out, man, it was yeah, crazy. And then of course it goes back to 50 degrees, I think on Wednesday. Or I don't even know. I think it even shows like 50 degrees tomorrow. So yeah, yeah. Jean Ree knows. What's going on, Jean Ree? Jean Ree's an Illinois guy. He knows. Jean Ree, did you keep track of that tornado that came through Kankakee? Did you follow that at all? Immediately I was kind of thinking about you. I know you were downstate, and once I saw that it was clear of you, I was happy to see that. But man, what a crazy weather week. Hopefully everybody else is having better weather than us here in northern Illinois. A little rain and sleet. Dan B. What's going on, Dan B? The champ is here. Dan B in the house. What's going on, big dog? You guys had a tornado come through by you as well? Oh man. Well, I'm glad to see you all right, Jean Ree. Crazy times, crazy times. Of course, it is one of the best Sundays of the year. I don't know about you guys, but I was watching Selection Sunday, and my Fighting Illini are a 3 seed. So I'm excited about that. Um, that being said, I tried it last year. I'm going to try it again. It just goes to show like how far our group can come in a year, right? So I'm going to be starting either tomorrow or Tuesday, probably tomorrow, because I'll have a little bit more time than I would usually do for the Facebook people. So if you want to jump in on Facebook, I'm going to open up a little freebie NCAA March Madness bracket. And for whoever predicts the most games correctly, there'll be like point values attached to it, right? So there'll be like 1 point for predicting the round of 64, 2 points for predicting the round of 32, and then it escalates for every round that you're picking uh, games correctly. You get points, and then I was thinking whoever accumulates the most points would win a nice little hanger box of NBA hoops. I've done some before. I'm sure I'll do some again, but completely free. I tried this last year, and I'm sad to say that I was the only person that participated. So I'm also happy to say that I was the one that ended up winning the thing. So I was pleasantly surprised. I ended up opening some NBA hoops for myself, and definitely had some nice parallels that came out of it, some purple disco prisms. So, hey, what can I say? I am 1 for 1. So if anybody wants to challenge me this year, I am open for it. I'm going to jump in myself. And of course, if I win, I'm just going to open this guy up for myself, a little personal break. Unless anybody wants to steal that title from me, I am the reigning champ in the break room for NCAA March Madness. So be on the lookout for that, guys. If you're not in the Facebook group, feel free to join in. We would love to have you. We've got a very solid group of people here that I'm very proud to say that I know. So if you want, there's a link in the video description. You can jump on in. And today or tomorrow, I'll post that link. I like to do it on ESPN. ESPN is like my preferred platform. So all you got to do is make an account on ESPN. A lot of you guys have the account already because you were in the fantasy football stuff. And again, like I said, free of charge entirely. I'm not looking to charge anybody anything for it, just for fun because I love March Madness. I don't know about you guys, but it's one of my favorite times of year. And why not? We could celebrate with some NBA hoops, and somebody will take it free of charge, and then I'll send it to them. Once March Madness wraps up, I'll do some posting of like some updates and stuff about scoring, and I'm sure you could check on the app and see how it goes as well. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. Yeah, for now. Okay, I love it. Yeah, let's talk some trash. I'm all for it. So no way, 71 mile per hour winds. That's crazy. That's crazy, Dan B. No, yeah, we got the people this year, but I'm gonna talk my stuff. You know, I'm gonna make it fun. And of course, there's no limit to how many people can jump in on this. Where in the fantasy football, we had to kind of limit it, I think, to 10 or 12 people. This can be as many people as want to jump in. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been in many NCAA like brackets and stuff, and some of the females in our friend group end up winning just because they pick their favorite color jersey or their favorite color mascot. There's no rhyme or reason, right? That's why they call it March Madness and not March Predictable. So, so I'm excited about that, fellas. We're about 7 minutes in. We got 9 people here. If you're not in the chat, or let's say you're a new person, welcome to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks and Memorabilia. My name is Bart. I'm the guy that's been messaging you over on eBay. I'm happy to have you guys. I want to say a welcome back to all the guys that routinely come back on a weekly basis, and welcome, welcome, welcome to anybody that's new or just trying my breaks for the first time. I do appreciate it. I've been receiving quite a bit of love on eBay with reviews and stuff like that. So I want to say thank you guys. I do read those, and they do mean a lot to me. I've also received a couple not so nice reviews on eBay. So if there's any issues that you have, just reach out to me directly. I like to think that I am a man of the people. I'm not trying to do harm by anybody here. One of my main goals of the group is just to get guys together, to spread laughter, love of sports and those kind of things, because I feel like our world is short of those kind of things that bring people together rather than divide us, much like lots of other things that you see in the mainstream media and on socials and stuff like that. But I won't go too heartfelt. I don't want to start crying here this early in the break. I'll leave that for when I'm holding my championship trophy above my head, when I win the NCAA March Madness bracket that we got going. Then I might shed a tear or two. You know, those trophies are pretty heavy. So we're going to get after it here, guys. Thanks for always having a sense of humor. We're going to jump in with some football. We've got the black bag football jersey, as well as the signed and slabbed. So we've got a couple more of these signed and slabs coming for football. Then we'll shift over to hockey. For hockey, we've got our last jersey this series. So I'm waiting for like a new product to make an appearance, but this is our last one. So I'm hoping that it's holding a banger. Then we'll probably just go to pucks for a while. And if I can pair up the puck with anything else, if I find something good, then we'll do that. We are going to do the puck tonight as well. So that is box 86 out of 100, in case you are keeping track at home. Then we'll shift over to baseball. For baseball, we've got the tried and true signed and slabbed. Been very good to us. Hopefully that trend continues. We've got RSA baseball down here. You can't see it, but I will make it known. You can kind of see it here, this little kind of black and brown box. Then we'll go to multi-sport. For multi-sport, we're going to have a jersey. So we've got a jersey for that. And then we've got the multi-sport value pack, which we do have 8 of them remaining. We got rid of 2 last week, and we got rid of 7 the week before. So we'll randomize that off so that we pick one. I will tell you that out of the remaining value packs that I have in there, almost every single one feels like it has a slab in it. So just so you guys know, full transparency, that everything in there seems like it should have something. All right. So then, yeah, eBay gonna eBay. You're exactly right. So Damien, you're spot on, my man. There's always going to be people like that, but you know what? After I read it, I didn't get too far into my feelings. I'm just going to focus on the people that are here, like making it enjoyable. Forget the haters, forget the people that can't read a listing, those kind of things. There's nothing I can do about that. So what I can do is have fun with the people that are here and always trying to make it enjoyable, and that's the reason I do it. So I feel you. All right. Let's get after it. So we'll start with some football this week and kind of work our way around the horn. So I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I appreciate that, Gino. I know you do. Like I said, they got a really solid group of guys here, and forget the one or two people that are just going to hate on the wind for being the wind, right? So we move on. I won't even pay it any more mind. I won't even make any more comments about it. Let's get after it. We're going to have fun here tonight. I got no school tomorrow. Man, I'm going to live it up here. I'm going to have some fun with my kids if they're still awake. Otherwise, watch some sports until way too early in the morning. All right, guys, let's get after it. We're going to start with some football. I got the black bag jersey here in front of me. Just a friendly reminder to everybody in the break that eBay does require, as eBay does, because that's what eBay be doing, that I mark all items as shipped, regardless of whether or not your team hits. The team that is shown on the memorabilia is the team that will own it, the team that will receive it. If you see a tracking number up on eBay, that is your confirmation that your team is the one that is going to receive it. Now, usually I send these things out on Monday. We'll see kind of how the storm does tomorrow. I know that USPS is going to be open no matter what. And if I can sneak out of the house and it's not too treacherous, then I'll make my way over to USPS and I'll get this thing in the mail. All right, guys. So I took you on a trip around the bag for transparency's sake. You guys know how big I am on the transparency side of things. So let's get after it. All right. Good luck to all teams. Let's start with some black bag football tonight. Good luck. Good luck. It's cold outside. I'm hoping that it's heating up in here. Here we go. Good luck to all teams. All right. I see some familiar colors. I see some red. I see some black. And I see some orange. Let's see what we got. All right, guys. I got a big old number 34. 34. I got a Beckett authentication. WZ57990. WZ57990. And this is on a Jackson. So just by the look of it, let's see. We'll take a look. I'm thinking Tampa Bay, but we'll double check. So I got Jackson on the big old 34. I'm going to look it up real quick, unless you guys want to beat me to it in the chat. A lot of you guys are usually pretty spot on. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Gino. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys know the rules. This is if you have any beverage in front of you, whether it be an adult beverage, water, you hear the magic word. Of course, that is your cue to join into the festivities, into the libations. So transparency. All right, I'm going to go over on Beckett real quick and just take a peek at this, guys. So then if you want to do it with me, I got WZ57990. Give me a second here so that the computer knows I'm not a robot. All right, we got Dexter Jackson. It looks like this jersey was signed in Tampa, Florida, which makes me think that it's a Bucks hit. But give me a second here while I confirm. So here we go. Let's take a look. So I'm going to Pro Football Reference. Dexter Jackson. Dexter Jackson. He was drafted by the Buccaneers. He also played for the Bengals and the Cardinals. He's a Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP. Dexter Jackson. Let me make sure I got this going to the right place, guys. And this looks like it's going to be a Tampa Bay hit. So this one's going to be a Tampa Bay hit. So Tampa Bay Bucks walking away with this one. Yeah, good question. Let's see. Defensive back. He was drafted by the Buccaneers in the 4th round and 17 interceptions. And he played in almost 120 games. He had a nice 10-year career in the league. He played for Tampa for 6 years, Cincinnati for 3 years, and Arizona for 1 year. So defensive back. Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP. That's cool. Yeah, a safety. And Tampa Bay Bucks this week Tampa Bay Bucks going out to Dan B. Dan B taking it down. Give me 1 second to get a new glove on here. There was a rip in my other one, so try to do this thing the right way. But Dan B takes down the first hit. Of course, for those of you guys don't know, Dan B, the resident champ currently in our break room, ended up winning the fantasy football this season. Dominating season. Definitely took my fantasy team out to the woodshed a couple times. Congrats, Dan B. That's a nice hit. Dexter Jackson. It's a solid looking jersey. That's a solid one. Beckett Cert. Congrats, champ. Hey, hey, hey. Attaway, Dan B. All right. So first hit of the night goes to Dan B. It's a nice little hit. All right, fellas. Let's move our way on to the football sign and slab. Of course, 2025 Gold Rush sign and slabbed. This is football series 2. Still got several of these coming up, so that should be good. Of course, there's a triple mode of transparency here. We got cellophane wrapping, we got patented secondary seal, and of course, black bag on the inside. All right, so here we go. Good luck to all teams. Feel free to manifest any energy that you want. Some people would call it cheesy. I call it calling your shot. After all, that was why I called the break room what I did. Let's call your shot. You pick, you choose. Babe Ruth, call your shot. If you're going to hit a home run here, make it known. All right, fellas, there goes the seal. So we are into the black bag. All right, good luck to all teams. Quick little tiny trip around the black bag itself. Try not to mess this rip up. Had a couple solid rips last week for anybody keeping track at home. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams in the football. Oh, that's a nice one. All right, here we go. All right. I got Chiefs up front. Duron Cherry. Duron Cherry on another throwback hit. The throwback hit this week comes out of 1984 Topps. It's a Beckett 10 out of 1984 Topps. Duron Cherry. This is AFC Pro Bowl Topps 1984. I don't know. I kind of like the nostalgia. I mean, for a card that's from 1984, fellas, that is, and he's a safety as well. A safety as well. That is a very good-looking card for 1984. Duron Cherry, a safety. Out of Rutgers. Born in New Jersey, so the Rutgers makes sense. Kansas City, Missouri. I think I told you guys last week, I'm a sucker for the little cartoons and things like that. Duron majored in biology at Rutgers. Tell me how many modern-day football players in the NFL are majoring in biology. And that just goes to tell you how much things have changed. How many communications majors and kinesiology majors. There's nothing against it. But how many football players are doing biology? All right, Duron Cherry going out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs on a throwback safety hit. We've had 2 DBs. There's a great Ronnie Lott card. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the slabs as well. Big fan of the slabs as well. They've been kind to us. All right, fellas, this week, Kansas City Chiefs going out to Ken. Ken M. So Ken, I believe, hit a baseball slab last week. And now Ken has a football slab to join it. Cool little hit. Duron Cherry on the blue Sharpie. And then he hit us with the numbers on the inscription. So that's dope. Yeah, I appreciate it, fellas. If you haven't done so already, if you'd like to like the video or subscribe, if it doesn't make a difference to you, I'd appreciate it. So I appreciate those people that are helping me out. All right. So then 2 nice hits there for football. Let's keep this thing moving along. So we're going to go to hockey. I've been asking you guys for the last couple of weeks, so let's do it. Why not we just continue that little trend? Puck or jersey? I mean, I think they're both solid hits. Puck or jersey? What are we feeling tonight? This is our last jersey of this series. We got several more hockey pucks. Puck or jersey? All right, we're going jersey. Gino has spoken. I usually let whoever the first response is in the chat there decide. Thank you, Mr. Gino. So we're going to get after it, fellas. Yes, congrats to Ken. Congrats, Ken. I'm not sure if you're here. Sometimes Ken joins in a little bit later. Yeah, last one for a bit for these. I imagine their new series will come out soon. And I'll see if I can find something else to join the puck for the time being. I was looking at some like little mini helmets and stuff like that, but you guys have to let me know what you're interested in. Should I go searching for more jerseys? Should I try to mix it up? What should I go looking for? And I'll definitely try my best. All right, fellas. When it comes to the hockey jersey, we know how this thing goes. We're going to take a quick trip around the box itself. For transparency's sake, I got the reverse rotation here for the last couple weeks. March Madness. All right. And of course, that patented secondary seal. All right, fellas, let's do it. Last one of these for a while. I've been enjoying this product quite a bit. Kind of sad to see it go, but where one thing leaves, another thing enters. So hopefully there'll be another product here that we can enjoy. I would love to end on some fireworks here for somebody. Maybe one of these headliners up front, man. How cool would it be to get a Yager or a Messier or Ovechkin? I mean, that would be dope. All right, there goes the cellophane wrapping. Here's our secondary seal, fellas. All right, everything's crispy, good working order. The seal doing what seals do. Good luck to all teams. There goes the seal. What do we got this week? How about a nice big old hockey hit here? Let's do it. Good luck to all teams. How about a hit? Big hit, big hit, big hit. Okay. We've got some whites. We've got some blue. Roberts. We got Roberts. I'm sure somebody in the chat's going to tell me what I'm looking at. It looks like it's a 7. It looks like it was came out of the folding a little bit, so I got to refold it there. I'm just going to take it out. We're not going to do it justice. I got Roberts here, fellas, on a big old number 7. So Roberts, big old number 7. Really nice autograph. Stayed out of the stitching. Hit us with a number inscription. And it is Beckett Cert. Beckett Cert. This is BH 08 3637. BH 083637. Roberts. And it does look like it's a Toronto Maple Leafs hit. Toronto Maple Leafs are taking down the jersey. I'll have to educate myself a little bit on Roberts here. Unless you guys know something about him. I'm sure you know more than I do because I probably don't know too much at all. But I'm about to educate myself. Nice hit there, though. I like the blue and white contrast. And this is Toronto. Toronto Maple Leafs hit. All right, so we'll check to see who's got Toronto first, and then I'll educate myself here. Better with the Flames, but he was a great player. All right, so then Toronto, the Toronto Maple Leafs this week goes out to Andrew. This goes out to Andrew J. So Andrew J, one of our new guys. Not sure if you're here tonight, Andrew, but if you are, congratulations. So congrats to Andrew. And then you got Roberts here. Gary Roberts. He is a one-time Cup winner. He won the Masterton in 95-96. First-round draft pick for the Flames. Man, over 1,200 games played, 438 goals. Career plus-minus of 229. Almost 500 assists, 910 points, over 2,500 penalty minutes, which everybody knows that Bart has an appreciation for. Yeah, he had quite a career. 21 years. My goodness. These guys, they were just built differently, man. 10 years for Calgary, 4 years for Toronto, 3 years for Carolina, 2 for Florida, 2 for Pitt, and the Tampa Bay Lightning for 1 year at the end. He was 42. He played until 42. He played up until 0809. Man, talk about an absolute warrior when it comes to games played. 21 years. My goodness. They just don't make him like that no more. Solid hit. Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's a nice hit for Andrew. Andrew J, I believe I said, right? Andrew J. Not sure if you're here tonight, Andrew. If you are, feel free to jump in the chat. As always, thanks for the guys in the chat, positivity wise. Of course, we got a lot of returning guys. Even when they don't hit, they like to give props out to other people, and I love that. I love that about the people in this group. All right, guys, we hit the jersey. Now it's time to get to the puck. This week we've got box 86 out of 100, 86 out of 100, and we are looking for our case hit. We've yet to have our case hit. We did buy a whole full case of this, so case hit's still lurking. So quick trip around the box itself, cellophane wrapping. It's got a nice little sleeve on it, and then 2 of these patented stickers out of Hit Parade. Of course, Hit Parade, a different product than the Gold Rush, but a nice one. Definitely have seen some nice hits come out of Hit Parade. All right, guys, let's get to it. Good luck again to all teams in hockey. Here goes the cellophane. All right, guys. And again, just so you can see, box 86 out of 100. Let's do the sleeve next. Here goes the sleeve. Sleeve gone. And the double seal. Double seal here. Okay. There goes the one side. Here goes the other. All right, fellas. How about another nice hit here for somebody? Good luck to all teams. We are open. Here we go. All right. I got Hit Parade up top. Good luck to all teams. All right, let's see what we got this week. Oh, okay. You got a nice 06 Cup inscription. This looks like Carolina Hurricanes. This looks like the Hurricanes, if I am not mistaken. And we've got a very French-sounding name, unless, of course, you guys know it. I am a sucker for silver Sharpie on black background, which a lot of these pucks have been. All right. You guys will help me with this one, but I'm going to try my best. Right here, I got Rod Brind'Amour. Rod Brind'Amour. All right, how bad did I butcher it? Rod Brind'Amour. All right, I'll have to go educate myself. But I believe that is Carolina Hurricanes, Rod Brind'Amour. And I definitely need to educate myself on Rod here. Give him some credits. And there's a nice little inscription there, right? 06 Cup. 06 Cup. And then certification on the back. That's cool. Let's check it out. I got it right. Look at me. I'm going to call my parents after this and tell them that the Hooked on Phonics worked. The Hooked on Phonics worked. Rod Brind'Amour. All right, let's take a peek. 1990 to 2010. Drafted by St. Louis. He was a center, lefty. Nickname was Rod the Bod, RBA. All right, he's a cup winner. 89-90 AR, a 2-time Selke Award winner. Almost 1,500 games, 450 plus goals. Almost 1,200 points. 1,100 penalty minutes. Let's go. Man, another 20-year career. 10 years for Carolina. And that's when he won the Selke. Oh, that's cool. So then the year he won the Selke. That's cool. So that was the inscription year. Very cool. 20-year career, 10-year for Carolina, 9 years for Philly, and 2 years for St. Louis. Yeah. Long careers for sure. And man, they're just built differently. But also, I mean, we're a lot smarter about sports and things now, right? Like I know a lot of football guys are retiring early. Rather they choose to exit the game on their terms rather than the game exits themselves, so like or chooses for them. So I got respect for that. But this is a cool one. '06 Cup Selkie Award winner on the year inscription, Rod Brindamore for the Carolina Hurricanes. And how silly of me, I didn't even say who won it. Carolina Hurricanes. This one's going out to Darren. Yeah, Drew Dahlman. Man, the Bears, right? And of course, then I thought we had the center position locked up for the next several years in classic Bears fashion. As soon as we think we have something figured out, right, Damien, then it just changes on us, So, but we'll see. Yeah, congrats, Darren. Heck yeah, yeah. And I know you are a guy that will appreciate it, Darren. Yes, we do need Krutz back, but I'm a big Illinois guy, like Fighting Illini, and his son's in the draft. His son's going to be in the draft. He just graduated from Illinois. So that'll be kind of cool if we saw like another Krutz under center. I imagine if they took a flyer on him, they could probably get him late. Maybe 5th, 6th, 7th rounds, I imagine. And that would just be cool to just see another Krutz on the team. He's a beast though. I think he put up like 28 reps for the bench press and all that, if you believe into that or if you look into that at all. All right, but again, congrats to Darren. That's a really cool one. All right, guys, we're going to go to baseball. So I don't eat up your entire night here. Just because I don't have school tomorrow doesn't mean you guys don't have something else to do. So, all right, should we do it? I think I'm going to do Jersey. I'm going to do Jersey for baseball. We got Jersey. We got signed and slabbed. Let's go Jersey first. Why not? When it comes to the Jersey, we've got RSA. So completely different branded products. When it comes to RSA, no cellophane wrapping, just one patented secondary seal. And of course, there it is. I will take you on a trip around the box regardless, just so you guys know everything's in good working order. Exactly the way that I received it from my distributor. So, all right, we'll take you on a quick trip. Good luck to all teams in baseball. We've had some nice hits come out of this RSA. It's been a nice little change of pace. I'm a sucker for Gold Rush products. I'm sure you guys have figured that out by now if you've been here before. But RSA, they're not to be slept on. I think they've got some nice hits, and they're pretty reputable, and they get good reviews. So, all right, guys, here we go. Baseball, let's do it. We've just got a little seal here. All right, good luck to all teams. All right, here we go. Baseball. Who do we got? All right. We've got a Coleman. I believe this is Vince Coleman. And I believe this is St. Louis Cardinals on a JSA certs. We'll go take a look at it. I'm fairly certain. Vince Coleman. Legit player, yep. Vince Coleman, there's your autograph. Very nice. Into the stitching just a touch, just out here on the end. But the rest of it, yeah, very nice. Very iconic autograph. And it is JSA, which is really solid. So JSA, WA443498. WA443498. Yeah, it's a nice jersey. Vince Coleman. Nice thing about the hockey and the baseball, they do say it up front. I'm fairly certain this is going to say St. Louis, but we'll show you anyway. So there it is. Coleman. St. Louis. This is a Cardinals hit. So let me go take a peek at who got the Cardinals. I think I know, but I don't want to say unless I know for sure. So then Coleman here will join Mr. Roberts. All right. St. Louis Cardinals. We haven't had a Cardinal hit in a while. And this one's going out to Willie B. St. Louis Cardinals. This one's going out to Willie B. I've had a chance to talk to Willie. Willie's a good dude. And I know that Willie is a big-time Cardinals fan. He made it very clear to me. And he showed me some pictures of his man cave. I'm going to go out and say that that Willie is the biggest St. Louis Cardinals fan that I know. He's the biggest St. Louis Card fan that I know, and he's a good guy with a sense of humor, which I can't say about every St. Louis fan that I've interacted with as a Cubs fan. But I'm going to also say he might be my best St. Louis friend that I know. So congrats, Willie. Congrats on the hit. Not sure if you're here tonight. I've definitely run into my fair share of not so nice St. Louis Cardinals fans, but Willie is on the short list of good dudes. So, all right, Willie, congrats again, sir. Not sure if you're watching this live or you're going to catch it after the fact, but you got a nice Vince Coleman to join the other solid hits in your man cave. Congrats, my man. Always happy to see it go to like a true fan of the teams. Oh, yeah, loved him as a Met. Yeah, let me say a couple things about Vince Coleman there. I wonder, what was his career WAR and things like that? Let's go take a peek really fast. I'm going to try not to eat up too much of your time, guys, but I'm just nerding out here. So left fielder, Vince Coleman, was a switch hitter, drafted by the Phillies in a very late round, but did win Rookie of the Year, two-time All-Star, 12.5 career WAR, over almost 5,500 at-bats. Yeah. 13-year career, 6 years in St. Louis, 3 years as a Mets. I got you, Damien. Yeah. Yeah, congrats. Solid hit there. Vince Coleman going out to Willie B in the St. Louis spot. All right, let's keep this thing rolling. How about some signed and slabbed? Signed and slabbed for baseball. Quick trip around the box itself. Looks like it's in good working order. Of course, we've got that triple transparency. Let's get right after it. Here goes the cellophane wrapping. All right. Patented secondary seal on its way. Adios. All right. And black bag on the inside. Let's do this thing. All right, fellas. Tiny trip around tiny bag. Good luck to all teams. Baseball. Got a nice name there, Vince Coleman. How about another nice one to join it? Good luck to all teams. All right. All right. Got a nice hit coming in here out of the slabs. I was just talking about this with somebody. I got Jose Canseco, 1987 Donruss. 1987 Donruss for the Oakland Athletics. 2 for 2 on rips. Thanks, Darren. Bang. Look at that. That's cool. And I think the inscription, he's got a little inscription there. First, 40 and 40. That's dope. 1987 Donruss, Beckett 10. Jose Canseco. Dang, what a mountain of a dude. Cool little inscription there. I saw the back of the card first when I opened it. I thought it was Pirates, but nope. Out of Havana, Cuba. Makes his home in Miami. At least he did. His weight was 210 and he was 6'3". Definitely got to believe he put on pounds as he worked his way up. Signed by the A's as their 15-round selection in the 1982 amateur draft. He became only the 27th player in history to hit a home run over the roof of the 75-year-old Comiskey Park in Chicago. And of course, I have an appreciation for that. Even though I'm a Cubs fan, I love all things Chicago sports, but more so on the north side. Jose Canseco. And the card looks crispy. 87 Donruss, sharp corners, Beckett 10 on the autograph. Beautiful. Beautiful card. All right. And that's going to join the rest of the crew. All right, what a hit. Solid hit there for Oakland Athletics. We've been waiting on an A's hit. We haven't had an A's hit in a long time. No, yeah. No kidding, Damien. I am the same way. I always think of him hitting bombs and then the pop fly that he took his eye off of it and hit him smack down on top of the head. And he's looking around, wondering where the ball's at. Oakland Athletics this week. Darren comes through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This guy is on fire. Darren throwing the fire emojis. Best break ever. That'll work. We'll put the 2 hits next to each other. Rod Brindamore and Jose Canseco. That'll work. 2 big-time names. Of course, if I knew more about hockey, I should have been more excited about that one. I was just excited that I said the name right. But the Canseco, I can say for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congrats. Yeah. And then when it popped off his head, it went over the fence for a homer. Oh, my gosh. Too much humor there. But for that one that he had a misplay on defense, that guy hit absolute tanks. The guy just, man, what a monster. A monster of a player. All right. I'm going to see if I can sneak these guys up here. I'm not sure if this is going. No, it might let me. I think I'm going to try to keep these guys on screen and try to use my geometry background. Hey, that's not bad. Watch it all come tumbling down. That'll work. All right. And then we have Dexter Jackson here. Dexter Jackson's going to move up front. He's going to join Coleman, or maybe I can sneak him up here somewhere. All right, guys. We're left with the multi-sport. For multi-sport, a little bit different than the rest of the breaks, right? For multi-sport, we got 5 spots. We sell entirely based on the sport. So there's some baseball, there's some football, there's basketball, there's hockey, and of course the other spot. The other will make up any sports that are not just right there up front. So then if it's anything for basketball, it will go to that basketball spot. If that's something that you guys are interested in, feel free to jump in. We've got several more weeks of this coming. I thought it'd be a cool thing to kind of keep going throughout the summer. And we have it right here, multi-sport. So we got the black bag out of Gold Rush. Let's take a quick trip around. We'll do the jersey first. And then after the jersey, we'll go to the multi-sports value pack. And we will go and randomize with 2 dice to see which one of those packs we're going to open. But I did kind of like just hold them in my hand, leaf through them. And it seems like almost all of them, if not all of them, have a slab in them. So that's good news for us. All right, guys. Good luck to everybody in the multi-sport. Thanks for taking a chance and picking up these spots. I do appreciate it. Something kind of different, but I know some of you guys are really enjoying that. So hopefully something for everybody. All right. Good luck to everybody in multi. What do we got rocking this week? All right. Here we go. All right. Got a big old red, white, and yellow jersey. Oh, baby. Flurry. Is this Mark Andre? I don't know. We'll see. Big old autograph on the 14 there. Big old autograph on the 14. Flurry. I'm going to open it up. It's going to the hockey spot, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Calgary. There's a Flames hits. And I think I know the guy that got hockey. I think I know him. And I think he's having an okay night. Forget an okay night. I think he's having one of those kind of nights. All right. It's going to hockey for the multi. Yes, sir. For hockey, it's going to Darren. Darren, congrats. Yeah, the Chicago puck. The Chicago puck. For those of you guys that don't know, Darren hit a nice Patrick Kane probably about 6 months ago or so. Third time's a charm. Yeah, Darren's having one of those nights. And that's what happens. You stick with it. It happens. You might go cold for a while. I mean, I hope that you don't, right? But it'll catch up. So not Mark Andre. That was not a bad guess by me. But this is Theo. Theo Fleury. One-time cup winner, all-star, over 1,000 games played, career plus minus of 145. Amateur team, the Moose Jaw Warriors. Penalty minutes, over 1,800 penalty minutes. 15-year career. That's dope. Nice. Drafted by Calgary. Born in Oxbow, Saskatchewan. That's just fun to say. I will take every opportunity I can ever take at saying Saskatchewan. So, all right. Congrats. Theo Fleury, one of the Bash Bros. Damien knows it. Damien's more well-versed in hockey than I am, and I am definitely man enough to admit it. I thought Marc-Andre. Nice. Theo Fleury going out to Darren. Darren, having a night. All right, so then I'm going to put Theo over here on the stack of jerseys that are starting to form. And the one last thing that we need to take care of here is the multi-sport value pack. When it comes to multi-sport value pack, we opened this case live on the video a couple weeks back, and then we've had it for 2 weeks. We had 7 and 2 taken out. So then what we'll do is we'll switch over to the dice roller. I'll roll 2 dice. We'll take the remaining 8 packs that are in there, and then we will randomize them based on how many times the dice tells us to. And as you guys can see, the remaining ones are in here, and I'm pretty sure that they are all slabbed up. So whatever we get, hopefully it's a good one. So we are going to randomize everything but 2 and 7. All right, so give me a second here, guys. I'm going to switch us over to the dice. No, yes, that's awesome. Darren's a really solid dude. Always congratulates everybody else. So we should give him his flowers when he has the opportunity, because he's a good dude. All right, guys. You guys let me know if you guys can see the dice there. My phone has currently died since the break started. That means I'm talking way too much. But you guys will let me know if you guys can see it. So can you guys see the dice? Okay, sweet. So you guys can see it there. So let's go ahead. We're going to roll this thing. So 2 dice. Oh, good old snake eyes. We got snake eyes here. So roll 2 dice. We got snake eyes. So we're going to randomize the list 2 times. It's going to be fast. And whichever number is on the top of the list is going to be the pack that we open. All right, so we got snake eyes. I'm going to shift this over to the list randomizer. Before the break, I went ahead and listed all the packs that we have in there. Same thing, guys. Just let me know. I think we can see it already, but just let me know. Can we see the list? I'd hate to do it without you. All right. Looks like we're all good. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry if it's annoying. I try not to be, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing my part. As you guys can see on the list there, from 1 through 10, we don't have 2 and we don't have 7. So here we go. We're going to randomize this thing 2 times. And whatever is up top is what we're going to open up. All right, here we go. There's the first randomization. And the second and final randomization according to the dice roll. There it is. 9 just got stuck up there. So you have randomized this list 2 times. And we are rocking with number 9. So we're rocking with number 9. after the first roll 9 was up there, and then 9 stuck around. All right, guys. I'll stop sharing that. We're going to rock with number 9. Okay, so let's go into the box. Here comes number 9. Number 9 coming out of the box there. So then I'll put him on Theo Fleury. The rest of them for the next time we break. And then I wanted to tell you guys, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, that I'll be taking next week off from the breaks. Not because anything is wrong. It's just we are on spring break in my school district, and we're going to pack the kiddos up, and we're going to take them to the lower states to try to catch some sun and some swimming before we have to come back up here to the cold. So I didn't want to risk not being able to be here and rush it and that kind of stuff. So we won't have any breaks next week, but we will be back 2 weeks from now. So then I think I have it for Sunday, is that we'll be back. So I just want to tell you guys, nothing's wrong. Everything's okay. It's just we're going to take some time with the kiddos, and we're going to step away and just try to enjoy the sun and the swimming. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. We're going to get some sunscreen for sure. Next time you guys see me, maybe we'll have a tan. All right, here we go. We've got value pack number 9. Again, good luck to everybody in the multi-sport. We've had some cool hits come out of here, and I definitely feel slab in this one. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. But I'm still gonna fire up the NCAA stuff, so you guys will catch me on there talking some trash and trying to defend my championship, which I'm going to take very seriously. All right, here we go. Not the most elegant pack rip, but that's okay. So let's get after it. Okay, right up front, we've got Derek Carr on a longevity rookie card. And this one's for the football spot, wearing his Raiders jersey. And last I heard is that he was planning a comeback. So I think that this card might pick up on even some more value once the comeback tour kind of rolls on. All right. Derek Carr for the Oakland Raiders in the football spot. All right. Another nice hit for football. Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton on a rated rookie. And let me tell you, the corners are immaculate on the Sutton. On the card, too. So I didn't show the back of the card. But I can tell you, I am no card expert, like grading expert. But I will tell you that both of these football cards are very nice. The Sutton is extra crispy and really well centered. Cool, rated rookie. Courtland Sutton. Definitely a PPR machine when it comes to fantasy football. And wouldn't you know it, in the sign and slabs, we've got Adam Oates. Adam Oates, signed and slabbed. St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues. This is out of 89.90 O-Peachy. 89.90 O-Peachy. Beckett, authentic. Adam Oates for the hockey spots. St. Louis Blues. How cool is that? Center, Adam Oates. This card's from 1989, and it looks fantastic. Man. There you go. Adam Oates. All right, a little recap there. Adam Oates for the hockey spot. And then we had Courtland Sutton and Derek Carr for the football. All right, we'll say who got those. Those are some nice hits. That's a nice little trio. I will educate myself on Adam Oates real quick. Nice little trio there. All right, when it comes to the football spot, football is going out to Dan B. Dan B. Dan B takes down the football. the Sutton, and the Derek Carr. Congrats, Dan B. And then for hockey, have a night, Mr. Darren. Darren, cleaning up tonight. Adam Oates. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats, Darren. Adam Oates for the St. Louis Blues. Quickly educate myself on Adam Oates. Hall of Famer. Dang, Hall of Fame, All-Star. He was on the NHL's 100th anniversary team, the 100th greatest players. Inducted in 2012. Was a coach for a while. Over 1,300 games played, 341 goals, career plus minus of 33. 19-year career. Come on now. Man, all the hockey guys we've had 20, 21, 19, 15. Dang. Congrats. Darren, have a night, sir. But he's a really good dude. So congrats, Darren. For Darren, we'll just kind of put together a nice little collection here of the hits. So for Darren, altogether, Jose Canseco for the Oakland Athletics. We had Rod Brindamore for the Hurricanes. And Adam Oates for the St. Louis Blues in the hockey spot. Man, we didn't have hockey come out at all for the multi-sport for the last several weeks, and then it popped in a big fashion. We had Theo Fleury come out for the hockey spot as well. We had Vince Coleman come out for the St. Louis Cardinals and Willie B. We had Gary Roberts pop out for the, I think, Toronto Maple Leafs, and that was for Andrew. We had Duron Cherry for the Chiefs. I believe that went out to Ken M. And then we had Dexter Jackson back there. Dexter Jackson. And that was for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went out to Dan B. Dan B had a nice little break. Dan B cleaning up some football spots. Darren on the hockey. All right. Well, fellas, I'd say all things considered, that was a very solid break. I do appreciate you guys, as always, jumping in. And I say it all the time, but I truly do mean it. Heartfelt. Thank you for jumping in, making it possible for me to do these things. I enjoy our time together on the weekends. It's like I was talking to one person. It's like hanging out with a group of your buddies for an hour. And whether or not there are a couple adult beverages there or not, it's just sitting around, shooting the breeze, talking about sports, talking about nostalgia, and ripping open some memorabilia. For me is one of the things I look forward to on a weekly basis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gino, have a great night. Yes. Ken, welcome to the party, sir. Ken, even though you're a little bit later to it, you did get a hit. Ken, you hit a Duron Cherry for the Chiefs on a blue Sharpie and a number inscription. Safety out of 1984 Topps. Beckett 10. And the card itself is in phenomenal shape. It's a retro. I know you had I think the Harold Baines, last week for the White Sox. So definitely a nostalgia kind of hit there. Hey, I appreciate that, Dan. I do appreciate that. You keep me posted. When you open those packs up, let me know. Send some updates to the Facebook group so I can live through it. I might be itching for some memorabilia. I don't know if I shouldn't bring some myself and just open it up on next Saturday or next Sunday night. Yes, stay cool, everybody. Like I said, I appreciate you. Enjoy your week. Have a great rest of your nights. Enjoy your friends and your family. After all, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all for. I will not see you guys next week, but I will see you 2 weeks from tonight for more fun and games. I hope to see you guys then. All right, fellas. Stay cool. And be on the lookout for the March Madness if you guys want to jump in on Facebook. All right, fellas. Have a great night. Take care. Transparency, transparency, transparency. See ya.